Hello, beautiful people. My name is Tameka Riley. Um, yes, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm doing this for you, Robin. I told you this is going to be dedicated to you. I know you've been kind of pushing me towards this and out of my comfort zone because it's something that um, I've been running from, but here I am. I I guess it's an inside joke. We were talking at the ministry today, and we were talking about me doing my next video, and this one in particular, because I was kind of trying to rack my brain on what it would be about. But I thought about an event that my pastor is having. It's a Kingdom Business Entrepreneurship Seminar. Now, one of mine, I do have Riley Media, and I also have Kingdom Business that a lot of you may be familiar with, and that kind of services ministries. There's also a Roku channel. There's other pieces that are affiliated with Kingdom Business. This is not that. This is something completely different, and it's being hosted by Irumula Enterprises, and they are hosting a Kingdom Business Entrepreneurship Seminar. This particular seminar is going to have a lot of people in the banking industries. It's going to have a lot of wisdom. They're going to pour a lot of wisdom into us. And so it's going to be an awesome seminar. It's going to be 1 week from yesterday, which is going to be the 29th, I believe, of August. There is a $50 registration fee. There'll be commercial bankers there. There's going to be financial planners there. There's going to be mortgage brokers there. There are going to be people there who can help you get into position for what God is getting ready to do, because we know He's getting ready to move on our behalf. But these particular people, along with our pastor, he's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of business acumen, and he's going to be pouring things into us. And so I thought when I was going to make this video, what was it that I could kind of talk about? And this is one of the things that was just on my heart. There's people who may not want to come. It does not matter where you're located, but there's people who may think, oh, well, I don't have a business. I don't know what to do. I just kind of wanted to give you some ideas, some business ideas, some side hustles, some things that you may not have even considered doing, or some things that you may not have even thought that you can do. And it's not anything really spectacular. It's just, just a few ideas off the dome, some, that I've given to some other people that were looking. And so what I wanted to do was just kind of go over a couple of things, some ideas, some things that you may be able to do if you don't have an official business when you come. Don't let that stop you. Don't let your location stop you. Whether you're here in Little Rock, you can come if you're here in the Central Arkansas area. You can come in person. If you're not here in the Central Arkansas area, you can join virtually. You can get your ticket. And even if you're overseas in London, if you're in Europe, if you're in Bangladesh, wherever you're located, just know that you can still attend. You can attend virtually with your own personal code. So don't let that stop you. Don't let the lack of ideas stop you, because I'm going to run over a few things that may not be spectacular, just, few things off the dome, and you can add to it later. But just a few ideas just to kind of help get your juices flowing. One of the apps, and some similar that I use, is like Thumbtack. There's TaskRabbit. There's AirTasker. Different apps like that. This is for people like if you have something like just a skill that you're good at, and you don't mind doing it for other people. You can go on there and you can set up a profile and offer it as a service. Something like house cleaning, carpentry work, handyman services, um, moving. You got a few muscles in a truck, few friends. Even if you don't have a truck, I've known of people who've rented like those rider trucks, U-Haul trucks. They'll go and they'll move people in those, and they'll just tack it on to the price of the move. So you can list yourself there for offering any kind of services, lawn mowing services, um, tree trimming, handyman, furniture assembly. I've been on there a few times for furniture assembly, or just from in-house moves. If I needed something moved upstairs or downstairs, or, I needed some help with some heavy lifting, I've paid people to do it because I couldn't. So, house sitting, pet sitting, sitting with the elderly, running errands for people. There's a myriad of services that can be offered on such apps. There are other options like selling digital products. Digital products could be, flashcards. Children are going back to school. Let's say you wanted to do African American children on flashcards, and you wanted to design just different things, pluses, ABCs, cursive letters, whatever. Digital products are very popular. You can sell those on Etsy. You can sell them on Amazon. You can sell them on your own storefront. You can make coloring books. You can make journals. You can make just templated things. Let's say a real estate agent. You go on Etsy and you can do a search right now. Go on Etsy.com, type in real estate flyer, and you may find a template that someone has. And if you look at it, you would be surprised. There's a few templates on there that's made $50,000, $60,000. That person did one design. They left the rest blank so that the real estate agent can fill in their own information, and it sold tens of thousands of dollars. And this person did the work once, but they sold it repeatedly over and over. Digital products, you're not physically sending anyone anything. You upload a file, they go in, and you just make money while you sleep. And for the design work, Canva.com is a free website that you can use to go on to make designs. They also have templates there, a lot of starter templates. They have a pro version that's a paid version. I think it may be like $12 a month. But if you just want to use the free version, that will be enough to get you started. They have a lot of really good options, a lot of really good templated designs. If you want to get into something a little bit more, uh, what's the word? A little more higher end, I guess. Really, really good illustrations can be done on this website called Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is artificial intelligence. It is AI. On that particular website, you can put in, certain prompts, and it'll generate some beautiful, beautiful images for you. Beautiful scenery, beautiful backgrounds, look like it's hand painted. And you can sell those as artwork on Etsy. You can sell them on your own website. You can sell them on your TikTok or wherever. You can generate absolutely beautiful artwork. And the thing about Midjourney is that it's all original. No two designs are alike. You can do illustrations for children's books. You can go on there and you can give it the correct prompts, and it'll generate a young African American kid with dreads, or and you can use that image. You can sell that image. You can use it on your own flashcards, on your own journals. You can generate, um, whatever you want. And you can title it. You can get the templates on Canva, and it's free. And you can make your own journals and sell those journals, dream journals. This is what my dreams were about. You can make journals for success. You can make plans for different things. And you can just kind of, just sell various digital products. It doesn't necessarily have to be a children's illustration or anything like that. It could be flashcards. It could be a coloring book. You can make coloring books for children. You can make handwriting books to where they can kind of trace their letters. You can get the templates out of Canva, and Canva is absolutely free. Other ideas would be, say, like Upwork. Upwork is a place to where you can go and you can upload. You can make your own profile. You can upload your kind of build out a like a resume, a virtual resume, so to speak, and you can offer your services, whatever it is you do for your employer. If it's something that you can do virtually, you can offer those services. You can offer yourself if you do. Let's say if you're a virtual assistant, you can go on there and there's no limit to how many clients you can take. You can offer yourself as a virtual assistant. If you do voiceover work, if you do anything that you can do virtually, you can offer it there on Upwork. And that's a really good platform. Graphic design, if you do software engineering, if you are a programmer, if you do anything that you can do from home, you can offer it there on Upwork. You can also offer it on those other apps that I mentioned as well. Also, copywriting is another thing. One thing that a lot of people have gotten into is using artificial intelligence like ChatGPT. It's free. You can go in and you can put in certain prompts. There's companies that hire full-time copywriters, or they will, on a retainer basis, they will hire someone to do their copywriting. That particular person can work remotely. Now, let's say you have a company and you're on retainer for that particular company. You tell this company for $2,500, $3,000 a month, I'll do your copywriting, unlimited, whatever you need. So what people have been doing is using like Chat GPT, and they'll go in and say, let's say this company says, um, I need copy written for an ad, and this ad is going to be this, this, and this. You go and Chat GPT and you say, I need copy written for an ad. It needs to be and it'll spit you out some beautiful content. You turn that into your client. For all they know, you spent 2 days and ChatGPT gave it to you in 2 minutes. So a lot of people are doing that. You can write scripts for commercials. You can write marketing content. You can write technical people that have like technical writers. Using you would be cheaper than hiring someone full time because those people make some really good money. So let's say you have 5 clients, they're each paying you $2,500 a month on retainer. And whenever they need something, because ChatGPT works so fast and fluently and it does some absolutely beautiful copywriting, you have a good 5 clients. You could get your work done in 1 hour per week for all of those clients using ChatGPT. Those clients are not going to ask you, nor are they going to care. They're just going to pay your retainer. And whenever they need something, you're there and you give it to them. 5 times 2,500 per month. You can get 10 clients if you want to work 2 hours a week. This is realistic. It's happening. It's happening. If you are someone who's always wanted to get into design, or if you know how to design, or if you're someone, I know a couple of people who are really good with they're really quick witted and they come up with some awesome sayings. Put them on a t-shirt. You don't have to know how to make t-shirts. There's companies like Printful and Printify that will do on-demand printing for you. There's no inventory or anything that you have to keep. You upload your design, and if you don't have a design, you can have one created. You can use software like Midjourney. It's free. It is AI. It's free. You go in and you give a detailed description of what you're looking for, and they come out with some beautiful artwork. And that artwork can be used on a T-shirt. It could be put on a coffee mug. It could be used and blown up and hung on someone's wall. Absolutely beautiful artwork. If you're giving it the right prompts, you can upload that on Etsy. Go on etsy.com and get you a little storefront on Etsy. And Etsy is free unless you make a sale, and then I think it may be a couple of percent or something of the sale. It's not much at all. But with sites like Printful, Printify, and similar sites, it's on-demand printing. So let's say the printer that you choose to go with. You know, they have t-shirts, they have ball caps, they have coffee mugs, they have, clothes for your dog. They have all sorts of different options on that site. You can go on there, upload your design, and your customer goes on and they say they want a family reunion t-shirt, or they want something for class of whatever. You can make a design, something around that class, or put a quick cute little saying or something on that t-shirt or something, and sell it. And if someone wants 10 of them, let's say your printer charges $7 wholesale and charges you $7 for that shirt. You list it on Etsy and you say the price is $14 for that shirt. Your customer goes on, they make their purchase, they enter their own address. You don't have to ship anything. They'll do all of that for you. And you get the difference. They get their 14, the printer gets their 7, and you get the other 7. And I'm just throwing out generic numbers. If they charge you $9 for that shirt and you sell it for $20, you keep the change. And so this is a storefront that's open 24/7. It's not staffed by anyone. It's not necessary. And all hours of the day and night, if you're marketing it properly, all hours of the day or night it's open and anyone could go in and make a purchase at any time. You can keep it on Etsy, or you can get a website like Shopify or something like that if you're interested. Um, that's a little nod to my my book that's coming out. But that's another option, I think, for people that are interested. Another would be tutoring students in English. There are websites that will pay you to have conversations with people from other countries. And in those conversations, those people are trying to learn English, but they need someone to practice on and practice with. So they need someone to have like a conversation with them, conversational English, and tutors. You know English, right? Because you're watching this video, so I'm assuming you can understand me. That's all that's required on a lot of those places. So where you can just go on and you can tutor students in English, and you can tutor them verbally, you can tutor them however, whatever the website requires. But you can become a tutor in English for those that are not in this country. What else? Peerspace. Peerspace I really like. What Peerspace is it gives you an opportunity. If you have a space that's underutilized, it gives you an opportunity. You can list it there, and you can make more on Peerspace than you can in one night on an Airbnb, and you don't have to do any laundry. One thing that I was getting into was Airbnb, but then when I saw Peerspace and the turnover with that, I thought, wow, I think this might be it with Peerspace. Let's say if you have uh, one thing that I'm looking at in some of the empty space that I have is setting up a content space, content house, rooms in your house that are very beautiful that someone can use to make content. If you have a studio, if you have different things like that that's unutilized or underutilized, if you have an office space, if you have co-working space, anything like that. Peerspace is an app that you can use, and on that app you can list your space. You can upload the photographs of that space, and people can go on there and they will pay you by the hour. So let's say you have a place where someone can come and make content, film videos, a beautiful backdrop. They want to do a talking head video and they don't want a blurred out background. They just want a beautiful place. Maybe a photographer wants to come and take some photos. On Peerspace, you upload your room, your living room, your den, your studio, whatever, and maybe $100 an hour, somebody will come in and pay you. I don't know where you are, but depending on where you are, if you're somewhere that has a large creative population and you get enough traffic, you can make more in one day on Peerspace than you could in a week using it for Airbnb. And with Peerspace, nobody's spending the night. So if it's something to where you want to list your spot, and by the time you get off work, you come home to a few $100s. You have your logbox and your codes and do your security, and I can advise you on that. I could just kind of give you some ideas, the keypads where you enter, or you could be on site in your office. You don't necessarily have to leave the premises or be gone like you would with an Airbnb, but that's another option. I don't know if they have ghost kitchens, but people rent out all sorts of things for photography, for filming, for different things for different reasons. Photographers I know use them a lot. Content creators use them a lot. People that are in social media influencers, if they instead of just having a blank wall behind them, if they want to film like in a beautiful backyard or around a swimming pool, or just lease your space as a content house or an Airbnb. That's my next one. Airbnb. If you have a space, I've seen people list a tent in their backyard on Airbnb and they make money doing it. I've seen people. This one guy had his couch, his living room couch, on Airbnb, and people were paying him $35 a night to sleep on his couch with Airbnb. Thankfully, the people are usually vetted. They usually have reviews. They have their photographs. They've already gone through all of the processes and the procedures as far as identification and things like that. So you kind of know who it is and all of that. These aren't just, you know, traffickers. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. But you can lease pretty much anything. One room in your house, your entire house, your couch, your backyard. You could put a yurt. People are leasing yurts. If you have a camper that's sitting and nobody's using it, put it on Airbnb. You'd be surprised. If you didn't have any technical skills and you just wanted to, if you're brave enough, don't laugh, but people have done it and made some pretty good money. Go knock on the door and you notice that they don't have their addresses visible, and you ask the homeowner, hey, I've got these stencils and some spray paint. You mind if I put your address on the curb for you? It's only $10, $15, whatever you decide. And you could do pretty good, actually. You get a few homes, 10 homes an hour, 15 homes an hour. That's $150 an hour. Just depends on, I know it's hot outside. It is here locally. An audiobook narrator, if you're familiar. What is it? Audible, I believe. They work in conjunction with Amazon, and Amazon has a website. I believe it's ACI or ACX. I'll confirm it, but I'll put it below. They have a website that you can go on and you can look to see what jobs are available, and you can bid on that job. But you do need to have good sound equipment. You do need to have a quiet atmosphere. If you do not have a soundproof room or a padded room, go in your closet. Those clothes will cushion the sound. And you can, as long as you have a really good professional quality microphone, you can sit in, upload samples of your audio, samples of your voice. If you're someone that has a really good speaking voice, and some people always tell you have a nice voice, get into it, use it, let it make you some coins. But that's another option, another idea. Something else that you can think about, you can look at is JMI reports. That's a place to where you can go on and you can assist with providing broker price opinion reports. I believe that's what JMI reports does. If not them, then there are other companies that do broker price opinion reports. And what they do is they go in and they take photos of properties and send those photos in. And they'll give you all of the other all of their requirements or what they're looking for by each job. But just there's no experience needed, no degree needed. It's just money, extra money to go on and just to, just another generator. You can do things like, of course, you can do Uber Eats, you can do Uber, you can do, if you don't want anybody in your car, you can do like Grubhub or deliver groceries. What is it called? Instacart or Postmates, places like that, to where they'll just kind of drop off items for people. Also, let's see, photos. If you're really good at taking photos, if you get into a property photography, you can make maybe $50, $60 an hour if it's a luxury property. Probably, what did we research? $180 to $200 an hour if it's a luxury property. If it's a commercial property, probably somewhere around $400. But if you're really good at photography and have a good camera and business is slow, that's another option that you can get into. What's next on my list? Freelancing, freelance work with Upwork. Upwork is a website. On this particular website, you can list your skills and abilities. You can list like a virtual resume. Let's say if you do, what do you call it? Admin assistant, executive assistant, virtual assistants. All right. Virtual assistants. You can do, if you do any type of work, graphic design, web design, you develop different applications, whatever it is, software engineering, anything, wherever you are. If you can do it remotely from a laptop, you can list it on Upwork. If you design flyers, um, if you're an animator and you use Mid-Journey to use artificial intelligence to create illustrations, you can sell those. You can label yourself as an animator. Who knows? It could work, but actually, it does work um, for a lot of people. They go on and they list themselves, and you set your own price. And companies, instead of hiring a full-time employee, paying that employee for 40 hours a week, paying them benefits, paying for unemployment insurance, paying for all of these different things, it's cheaper to go on and to pay you your hourly rate, and you're buying your own internet, your own electricity. You're not calling in sick, and they pay you by the job. You can do editing, anything that you can do remotely on a laptop to where it does not require that you show up personally in the office. You can pretty much place it on Upwork and similar websites as a service. And there are companies that are looking for you. Let me move on. So the next thing, you can set up an online store. You can do arbitrage. Arbitrage is where you go in and you find something that's on sale, something that's on clearance, some of those Family Dollar 1 cent deals that they have, and you can resell it on Amazon. You can resell it on Etsy. You can resell it on eBay. You can resell it on your own Shopify storefront. Um, that's arbitrage, when you find something and you buy it on sale, on clearance, and you go and you upload it and you sell it for regular price. That's what some people do. Others will do what's called drop shipping, and drop shipping is When you have a supplier, and that particular supplier, hopefully you're familiar with them, you vetted them, and you know that they are good at what they do. That particular supplier would fulfill your orders for you. You would upload the photos, the videos, the images, the description of what it is that you're wanting to sell, and you would place it on your website. When customers click, they make their purchase, the drop shipper would go in, send them their product as though it came from you. Your name, your logo, your branding, the customer's money pays for it, and you keep the change. That's an oversimplified version, but that's kind of what drop shipping is doing. That's what drop shipping would. I'm skimming through a lot of these because I have a pretty long list, and I don't want this video to be too long. Another thing, if I have not mentioned it yet, another option would be voiceovers, and you can upload samples of your voice reading, give a good variety, say children's book, energetic, commercial tone, things like that. And you can go on that website and you can read for a book. They'll pay you to read. You know, you set your own price, and your price is usually going to be PFH, per finished hour. And you're letting the author know that for this price per finished hour, that means that's not how long it took you to do. Let's say the book it took you is the reading time, the finished product is 60 minutes long. That's not realistic. Usually they're a lot longer. Let's say it's 60 minutes long. It took you 10 hours to do it because you kept editing, you kept stopping and starting, you kept doing this and that and hiccups or whatever. You're not charging them for that. You're charging them per finished hour. That's what the PFH is. So the per finished hour price, let's say $250 per finished hour. That client gets 1 hour of finished product for $250. Or let's say you go in and you say, rather than pay me, just give me a percentage of the sales, and you can work that out with the author. But there's all sorts of deals that you can do on there. But if you have a pretty good voice, you can market yourself as someone that does voiceovers, and you can not only do books, but you can do commercials. You can do all sorts of good stuff, you know. And that's something else that you can put on Upwork and just get your own website, or you don't even have to do that. Just go on the website and start bidding on jobs. You don't need any experience, just a good speaking voice and some good quality equipment, and make sure you sound good, and make sure that you know they're gonna listen to you, and they're gonna make their decision, but you'll do fine. Another option would be skipping over a lot of these. If you're someone that has a business, you're just getting started out, you're someone that wants to do like a boutique, or whatever you want to do, design work, whatever it is that you want to do, you can actually go and you can buy let's say popular Instagram pages, and you can take advantage of their audience. I know of someone who spent like $1,500, bought an Instagram page that had several hundred thousand followers. They took that page over, and they began to market their services, and they began to get clients because their audience went from zero to several hundred thousand people overnight. So once that page became theirs, they could market to that audience, and they were able to get a lot of clients and make some really good money that way. So it's up to you if you think, you know, and some you can negotiate. Some pages are not that expensive. Some pages are even more expensive. It just depends on the audience, and it depends on their engagement level. It depends on the demographics of that particular page. If that page falls in line with what it is that you're trying to do, then it may be worth it. It may be worth it. You may get a page for $500. But if that's worth it to you, you can either, you know, because some people, you just kind of count the cost. Is it worth it for me to put that into getting a 30-second commercial produced, or have unlimited access to hundreds of thousands of people, and you can post whatever you want whenever you want, unlimited commercials? You know, it's your page now. So that's an option. If you do have an idea, if you do have something that you want to kind of market to people, that would kind of get your foot in the door with a lot of people, and it'll get you before people that you normally wouldn't have been before. Give you access to people that you normally wouldn't have had access to. Dolly.com, that's another website if you're someone that wants to help people move. no matter where you are. Dolly.com is another option. TaskRabbit, I believe I gave that. Gig Walk is another one for gig work. There is Course Hero, where you go in there and you help tutor students. You can become a spokesperson. You can sell videos similar to this one. You could go on places and sell, just let companies know I'll do an unboxing of your product, or I'll give a spokesperson review or video, create a video of your particular product, and you can position yourself on Upwork and on similar websites and offer that. Doesn't take, a whole lot. Um, and then they want the authenticity of it. Even on TikTok, if you use TikTok, companies want the authenticity of it. This looks like a real customer. It doesn't look like a paid actor. You look like a real person that tried their product, and you're giving your best review on what you think is good. Delivery services, virtual assistant services, all kinds of good stuff you can offer. Let's see, dog sitting, dog walking, singing telegrams. I'll spare you. Me, me, me. I was going to give you a little sample, but I don't want you to get jealous. Singing is such a beautiful gift, and I wish I had it. You can, let's see, I won't go through all of these. Commercial photography. You can do photography. You can help various oh, I can't even think of what asset management companies that want to do broker price opinion report. I'm losing light here, but I'm gonna close this up because it's getting a little longer than I wanted it to. Um, I have a long list here. I won't go through everything. This video has gotten a little bit long, but I just want to kind of touch on a couple of things, a few ideas for people that may think they don't have any reason to come to the conference. You've got several reasons, and if you need more, don't call me. I'm joking. But I just kind of wanted to give some ideas and run some things by you and let you know that this is for you too. Go ahead and just, don't be scared. Stick your toe on out there. Join us in the conference. I will put the information below, whether you're here locally and want to join us in person, or you're virtual and you're overseas, or you're in another state and you still want to be a part of this thing, because it's going to be powerful. God is doing some things, and this particular conference is going to place us in position so that we can receive what it is that God is getting ready to do. Wealth is getting ready to change hands. He's given us the power to create wealth, but we need wisdom. I remember the Lord saying that to me once. He said, "Your problem is not provision. Your problem is wisdom." And the journey began. So if you're on that journey too, come out and join us. It's going to be on the 26th or the 29th, I believe. It's going to be 1 week from yesterday, which is going to be on a Saturday. It's in 6 days. I don't have the exact day in front of me. I believe it's the 26th of August, 2023. And I will place the information below, but you can sign up on arumula.org or um, Eventbrite, I believe. We also have made provision for you to do that as well. So you can watch it virtually with your own code. Make sure you have a pen and a pad, because it's going to be a wealth of knowledge. God has given us the power to create wealth. And like he said, you shall make your way prosperous. Study this book of the law and you shall make your way prosperous. He didn't say he was. He said you were. We can sit on a pew and we can say, I receive it all day long. But it's not going to happen by osmosis. Join us. I look forward to seeing you there. I will save you a seat, and I thank you for watching. Bye.